What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point. Make sure y'all hit the like button and sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notification. Just got done with the run. Actually hooped a little bit, but now walking a few miles. But I just got done with my run and hooping and all that. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all get it in too, man. Make sure you get in the gym, you get outside, man. Don't just stay inside all the time, man. Get your ass right, man. But shout out to the whole entire LDBC, basketball and boxing. And salute to all the people that rock with me. And if you don't, that's cool with me. We still gonna roll. Still gonna roll on regardless. Share this video. Rodney Rogers, man, gone at the age of 54. What's up, Stephen Green? You said what? Having to Rodney Rogers. That's sad, good ball player. Yeah, he was. Salute to Stephen Green. Make sure you go sub to his channel. Also hit that like when you come in here. Rodney Rogers was a guy that I actually liked because shout out to Too Raw for TV, because shout out to Too Raw for TV. I can't neglect the credit that is given, because Too Raw for TV, I learned it from him. Definitely go sub to Too Raw for TV. But let me get to the video, man. Rodney Rogers, man, played at Wake Forest. I did watch him in college, and he came in during the time when a lot of power forwards were relatively at their peak. Kind of, when you think of Rodney Rogers, man, you think of some of the other power forwards that were very explosive, although they were big, but a lot of them had the explosiveness. You remember Rodney Rogers had the unique ability to being that he was left-handed, he could stroke it from the outside. You know what I'm saying? But also he could come down and come through the lane and bang on you. He could run in transition. He could do a number of things. But you got to think about it. When you think about him, you think about the Larry Johnson. You think about the Antonio McDyess. You think about the Glenn Big Dog Robinsons. I'm talking about power forward position. Of course, Charles Barkley. Of course, Karl Malone. You know what I'm saying? Lesser degree, the Armand Gilliam, you know what I'm saying? The Clarence Weatherspoons and stuff, the guys that don't really get that much credit. They weren't like on Charles Barkley or Karl Malone level, but it was during that time and stuff. Then of course, later on you had Tim Duncan, then you had Kevin Garnett and everything. But just to name a few people, but I'm just talking about, man, he was an exciting guy to watch, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he came down. When he was coming down, you knew you was gonna get banged on. Or he could finish softly too. Like I said, he was left-handed, real good around the basket, good finisher, man, great finisher. But I remember him most notably with the Nuggets. Nuggets were known for having athletic players. Like, I remember Robert Pack. You know what I'm saying? Robert Pack, man, used to come down with the flat top. You understand what I mean? Yeah, he was the size of a linebacker, but he moved like a tailback. You know what I'm saying? This dude was was gifted and would bang on your ass. You know what I'm saying? But he was smooth with it though. But of course, it was sad what happened to him. For those of y'all don't know, Rodney Rogers was paralyzed from the waist down. Um, it happened because he was involved in a motorcycle accident that had happened when he was camping. I think he was going camping on the trail or whatnot, and got into a motorcycle accident and ended up messing up his spinal cord, and so he was wheelchair bound. Yeah, won the 6-man award. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna go through the totality of his accolades and stuff like that, but I was just giving mainly a generalization of what Rodney Rogers had brought to the game, and you know, he was a part of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about those power forwards, you think about Elder. He reminded me a lot of a left-handed LJ when he came onto the scene and stuff. But a sad day, man. Sad day for basketball. You know, although he wasn't a Hall of Famer, and he wasn't, you know, like a perennial all-star or anything, but I did enjoy watching his game, though. You know, there's a lot of guys that weren't necessarily perennial all-stars, might have just been role players, that, you know, you enjoy watching the game. You enjoyed, you know, seeing what those guys brought to the table, you know, from time to time, even if they didn't really even score that much points. Sometimes you just like seeing a guy out there giving it his all, playing defense. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people watch the game for different reasons. Not everybody watches the game just to see a guy score, believe it or not. You know, but rest in peace to Rodney Rogers, man. You know, young, man. Young too, but gone real soon. I want to talk about, though, I want to talk about Chris Paul. Now, of course, CP3, he announced that it's going to be his final season. He calling it a career. And CP3, man, I know I've criticized him a lot. Matter of fact, I was criticizing him earlier. But CP3's legacy is gonna be similar to, I would say, a far lesser degree. It's gonna be similar to Charles Barkley and Karl Malone and some of those greats that unfortunately fell short of winning championship. But I say to a lesser degree because unfortunately Chris Paul would always get hurt at the wrong time, man. You know, but it seemed like during the season, I mean, you're talking about a guy that led the league in assists and steals multiple seasons. You know what I'm saying? He led the league in assists and steals for multiple seasons, and always had a tremendous assist to turnover ratio. You said CP3, true legend, 12-time all, good mentor. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to rain on anybody's parade, but he wasn't a very liked person. Okay, I'm gonna say that. But of course, when you are a leader and you are a floor general, most guys are tough as nails. And of course, you had to be tough as nails because I mean, he didn't have you know, he's one of the little men. You know what I'm saying? Like Isaiah, people think that Isaiah Thomas wasn't tough as nails. No, Isaiah Thomas was tough as nails. You know what I'm saying? AI, tough as nails. John Stockton, tough as nails. You understand what I'm saying? Like Nate Archibald, tough as nails. Kevin Johnson, tough as nails. You know what I'm saying? You had to be tough as nails if you were gonna play. Hell, Byron Scott, tough as nails. Even though Byron Scott was 6'4", but you know, I'm talking about anybody under 6'5". Hell, Steph Curry. I get tired of people that don't like appreciate Steph Curry and his toughness. He is tough, but we talking about CP3. CP3, without a doubt, is a leader. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I said, he fell short of reaching that goal. And a lot of people wanted him to reach that goal, man, of getting that championship, believe it or not. I wanted him to get that championship. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice. But I was kind of torn because I shout out to Hitman X. Go sub to Hitman X. Where the homies at, but salute to Hitman X. You know, when the Suns had played, I was torn because it was for several reasons. I wanted CP3 to get a ring. I wanted DeAndre Ayton to prove people wrong at that time. But at the same time, I wanted Giannis to get a ring. Because so many people were talking down on Giannis. So many people were saying, oh, he can't shoot. Oh, this guy, he just bulldozes his way to the basket and all that. Yeah, he came close. Do you think? Of course he is. Now, I'm not going to deny that, yes. CP3 is, I mean, this guy's in the record books. Yes, CP3 is in the Hall of Fame, but I still got Isaiah Thomas as my number one all time. Okay? I still got my Isaiah Thomas. Nobody. Isaiah Thomas is my number one. Okay? You know, I mean, I like CP3. If you watch CP3, there's a lot of similarities to Isaiah Thomas. The only difference is that Isaiah Thomas was a better closer. He was a far better closer than CP3. He knew how to capitalize on the end, and to me, I think Isaiah Thomas controlled the pace better. You know, that's just my opinion. When we talk about change of pace, change of direction. You know what I'm saying? That's very important when you're talking about the point guard position. And on top of that, knowing everybody's spots, establishing the tempo, you know, things of that nature. You know, all that line that fucking Stephen A. Smith be coming up with, you know, that's textbook bullshit that you should know in basketball about the extension of a coach on the floor. Everybody knows that shit. But the thing about it is, CP3 was able to do that. He unfortunately did not reach that goal. You know what I'm saying? But he is going to be a Hall of Famer. He going to be a Hall of Famer, you know, without a doubt. I do know this, though. Had he played with Kobe, they probably would have got a ring. But, you know, the NBA, they had blocked that. That's the one thing that I think about. I think about him possibly. What if he would have played with Kobe? You know what I'm saying? He probably would have had a ring. That's what I think about. I think about that. But yeah, man. You know, CP3, man, his legacy is intact for real. Now he's being more of a mentor. I think CP3 has kind of loosened up. Then from back in the days, he came close when he was with with the New Orleans, at that time, New Orleans Hornet, when it was Byron Scott over there, David West. They came close, man. They claim I think Byron Scott was the coach. I'm not mistaken. Make sure y'all hit the like, man. Hit the like button, man. Like button, like button, like button. But CP3, like I said, a lot of people didn't necessarily get along with CP3. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and believe it or not, a lot of people didn't really get along with Jordan like that. But those guys like that, like, and I'm not putting CP3 on Jordan's level or nothing, but I mean, they both did play in the NBA, and you got to understand that when you're playing at that level, you're not in the business to be liked. A lot of people didn't really like Kobe like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about in terms of the personality. They didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand that this guy wanted to win so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were looking at Kobe crazy of some of the stuff that he was doing, but there was a method to his madness. Well, it's the same thing with CP3. Only difference is that CP3, he wasn't as successful as Jordan. Who next retiring? I don't know. I don't know. I think right now it should be a handful of players. I mean, shit. Really, honestly, man, you know, the brother Ticket was talking about Kawhi earlier, about Mark Cuban saying that he shouldn't get no statues in Toronto. But I'm just saying, I was thinking that he was going to talk about him retiring. I think he should contemplate retirement. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about LeBron should go, but LeBron's still showing the capability to actually play. It's just that people don't like the fact that he's breaking up the continuity and stuff like that, or he could break up the continuity. But his body is holding up better than the Joel Embiid. His body is holding up better than the Zion Williamson, who's way younger. Now, KD's body is still holding up, though. KD is still capable of giving you 30. You know what I'm saying? But he's playing within the team concept, believe it or not. Everybody like, oh, well, why ain't KD scoring that much and stuff like that? No, look, Seguin is the guy right now. Amen Thompson is the guy right now. They got guys on the Jabari Smith. Them guys are young. I give KD his credit. He's playing within the concept. And Ime Udoka, he preaches defense, man. He preaches defense. Nah, I mean, KD can still hoop, man. Now, is he gonna do what he was doing at the height of Golden State and when he was at OKC and when he was at Texas and all that? Nah, but he can still get you buckets and stuff. I'm just happy the man is still on the floor. I don't think KD has missed the game. I never really talked about. I hated that he was getting injured, but KD wasn't sitting up there low managing. If KD was gonna play, he was gonna play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna deny that about KD now. Nah, KD can still hoop, bruh. But man, look at Joel Embiid though, Steven. I mean, we on him again. We talking about his ass steadily again. It's you, dog. What you gonna do? Kawhi Leonard 10 games in a row. Joel Embiid about to be 7 and 8 games. Is Westbrook getting the ring? I highly doubt it. Man. And that's my guy, you know what I'm saying? But with a 3-12 record, 3-12 or 3-13 or whatever their record is, nah, not with the Kings, man. But listen, I'm just happy that he's still playing basketball. I'm happy that he's still playing. Yeah, Embiid do need to go. Like, sit down with your family. Look, man, sit down with your family. I mean, go far away and go talk to some people. Go to Cameroon, and contemplate something, man, because it's not working. It's not working for you, man. It's not. You stay hurt all the time. It's the same thing every season, man. Dog, SGA doesn't stay hurt. KD on the further end, he's not hurt. He's out there playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I even gave props to Paul George. You know why? Because Paul George actually got out there and played. He actually proved me wrong. Man, he got out there and he played. You said Embiid not that like, yeah, exactly. No, he's not. And I've been saying that he's a good talent, man. Don't get me wrong, man. But that only goes so far, man. Your health is number one, man. Like, what are you doing in the off season? Like, I be wondering, like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are you doing? Guys would spray their ankles, damn near break their shit, and be ready to come back and play. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, you listen. To me, everybody want to talk about how LeBron sitting up there with sciatica and stuff like that, and he faking it and stuff. Well, guess what? This is what I feel like. LeBron, he might have been faking it, right? But guess what? He back he back out there. We gotta wonder if Joel Embiid faking everything. Hold on one second, y'all. All the kids playing. But like I said, man, it's Joel Embiid, man, got a decision to make, man. Everybody wants out LeBron going and stuff like that. No, LeBron actually, his body is showing that it can hold up. LeBron, listen, I know people don't like hearing this shit, but LeBron is in great shape for his age, man, to be 41 years old. He's in phenomenal shape. He's in phenomenal shape, but his attitude ain't phenomenal. He got a piss poor attitude. He don't know how to play within the concept. And he wants to play his own style. He wants to do everything his way and stuff. And you can't do that, not as an older player. You said LeBron not a Laker next year? Well, We'll have to see. You know, Mark Walters is not playing, man. Mark Walters is on a whole another level right now. He's on a whole nother level. He he's cleaning house right now. Hell, we need to be worried about if Rob Pelinka's gonna be there. That's what we need. You said contract expired. Yeah, well, the thing about it is we're not worried. Listen. I'm not worried about if LeBron's gonna be there or not. You know what I'm saying? That's for his fans to be worried about and stuff like that. But I'm like this: if you're gonna play anywhere else, you gotta understand. Like these people don't want to see his brand of basketball like that. You know what I'm saying? Like not the people that truly enjoy the game, not the people that truly know the game. You know what I'm saying? No, they want to see team basketball. These people want to see their team progress. You can't progress with a guy that's holding your team hostage, mortgaging your future, your team's future. You don't get nowhere like that, man. You don't get anywhere like that. The Lakers. Mark Walters is trying to turn this Lakers franchise back to what it was, which is what it was, a winning franchise. It wasn't no laughing stock. People are laughing at the Lakers because of the clown show, because of the circus show, man. People don't want to see that, man. And then also you got to think about this like this. You got to understand what type of product the NBA wants to put on the floor, man. Like they want to put Luka on the floor. You know why? Because Luka is entertaining, but also at the same time he means business, man. I don't know, Steven. Like really, we need to worry about some of these other guys. I'm not worried about LeBron. I'm not worried about where he's playing. I'm worried about if the Thunder are actually going to get the record. That's what we need to be talking about. We need to talk about we need to talk about if the Thunder are not only going to get the 73, eclipse the 73-9 record, but also if they're going to win the championship. Nah, man. Hey, listen, man. Steven, man, I'm here to tell you, man. These teams are trying to keep up and compete with the OKC Thunder. You see the Thunder not worried about the drama and the circus show and stuff like that, and that's what LeBron brings. Look, I don't have an issue with LeBron playing at 41, but if you're gonna be 41. Okay, you need to be 41 without having an ego. You need to be 41 playing within the team concept. You need to be 41 being more of a mentor. You need to be 41 not trying to force the issue. Yeah, they're going to be like 77, 78 wins. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that's what it'll be, cause nobody's stopping him right now. I mean, SGA, man, he gets it. You know what I'm saying? This guy has worked on his game continuously, and nobody talking about it. You know, like I said, we could talk about LeBron all day long, but the more you talk about LeBron, the more you talk about what LeBron is gonna do and stuff like that. Meanwhile, you got OKC Thunder winning right up under your noses. You don't even see it yet. That's what these franchises see. The Lakers are sick of that, man. Steven, the Lakers are accustomed to either competing for a championship, being in the Western Conference Finals, and on the low end, at least being in the playoffs. All this getting gentlemen swept and, you know what I'm saying, eighth seed and play-in and stuff like that, that's not Lakers tradition. I mean, I'm saying before there was a play-in. It ain't no Lakers tradition. That's disgusting, bro. You know, nobody wants to. Dog, I don't want to see that. Like, you think I want to see the Lakers getting gentlemen swept, or swept by Denver, or not making the playoffs? Nah. These teams want a Cade Cunningham that is going to carry a team regardless of what the situation is. Think about it. Cade Cunningham has been playing shorthanded. They just now about to get Ivy back probably. You know what I'm saying? Ivy was their second leading scorer. Now, who's been taking on that duty? It's been Jalen Duren, who's about to be an all-star. Shout out to Jalen Duren, who I've been talking about for quite some time. One of the better power forward. He plays a game. See, you want to talk about like the 80s and the 90s. He plays a style of game, Steven, that you got to watch, man. Like he plays the power forward position like you supposed to play. Back to the basket. Offensive rebounding. Blocking out, physical presence. Nigga, that's what a power forward is. Come through, bang on your ass. That's what the fuck is a power forward supposed to do. People talk about Rodney Rogers. That's what the fuck a power forward nigga coming baseline, getting them motherfuckers out of the way. Being a rim protector every now and then. That's what a power forward does, man. That's what you're supposed to do, nigga. You have to be a physical presence, and Jalen Duren does that shit. If you want to a lesser degree, talk about Isaiah Stewart, believe it or not, Isaiah Stewart doing some of the things that Charles Oakley used to do. Isaiah Stewart could play in the 80s as an enforcer. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, dog, that's how they're playing how you supposed to play. SGA and OKC, they play physical. They play physical and finesse. They're able to balance each one. They're doing what Chicago used to do. Nigga, they could get you on the perimeter. Nigga, they could make the game ugly down low. Nigga, we could get into a fist and cuff. Nigga, if you want to make the game a low-scoring game, we could do that. If you want to make it a high-scoring game, we could do that. You said JB rubbing in Cleveland. Yeah, exactly. You said Detroit. Man, listen, I've been saying it for a long time. All y'all doubted me, though. Steven, all y'all was sitting up there, a lot of y'all was sitting up there, oh, Detroit ain't going to do nothing. Detroit ain't going to do nothing. I've been talking about Detroit. For at least 4 seasons right now. I said, watch. And I knew this, man. When Monty Williams and they had that streak, the record and stuff like that, I was like, man, I'm not giving up on Cade Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? And Jalen Duren, you didn't see it at the time, but you saw potential in that dude. You know what I'm saying? You had to let it develop. The same thing happened to OKC. OKC wasn't winning games like that in the beginning. Everybody, like I told you, everybody thought Sam Presti was crazy for getting all the picks and all that other stuff. And now look at them. They can't be stopped. But y'all want to talk about LeBron. Y'all want to talk about these motherfuckers that stay hurt continuously. You want to talk about a motherfucker like Joel Embiid that stay on the bench all the fucking time. Don't know what to do. We don't know if it's your right knee, your left knee. We don't know if it's your hamstring, your shoulder, your eye, your hand. You know what I'm saying? Everything hurt on your goddamn body. Same thing with AD. Nah, nigga, you gonna play or you not gonna play? Shit, to a lesser degree, Kyrie, I understand Kyrie's situation, but you hurt again and he injury prone. I mean, Kyrie is my nigga, but damn, nigga, you injury prone. You know, and I know shit happens. I'm not gonna get on Kyrie like that. But Kawhi, that's my guy too, but I mean, come on, I'm not gonna make no excuses for him. Shout out to BJ Pull Up Podcast and stuff. But man, BJ, I'm not making no excuses for Kawhi, man. Look, you great player. You a great player, man. Great when you healthy. But you gotta be healthy and you gotta be out there on the floor. People are beginning to wonder. People are beginning to kind of doubt that you really ain't hurt and all that. Many players do play hurt. Some of them, you know, hey, they just, you know, suck it up or whatever. But now so many people, they worried about their money, they worried about their brand and all this other stuff. I mean, to a certain degree, I understand. But man, dog, actually, if you play in pain, like if it ain't broken, go ahead and play, man. You're gonna tweak your ankle. You know what I'm saying? Tie your motherfucking shoe up, man, and just go ahead and get back out there. Like, I look at these dudes, like in the military and stuff, right? That's protecting our land and stuff like that. Nigga, don't you know that these soldiers, man, they go out here, they run 2-mile runs and shit like that, right? Some of them might sprain an ankle, but guess what? They're taught to keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, just with anything in life, man. It's not just the NBA or, you know, basketball and no shit like that, man. That's just in life, man. You got to keep going. Like, can we afford to call in? No, you cannot. Not this day and age. It used to be a time when you could call in and say, hey, I ain't coming to work today. I don't feel good. Call in like 2 weeks straight and still have a job. Not no more. Not no more. Nah, nigga, either you show your ass up at work or we're gonna replace you. The demands are getting higher, man. You know what I'm saying? Jobs are getting stricter. Shit, jobs are becoming more scarce. And people wonder why AI is taking over. Well, you know why AI is taking over? You know why robots are taking over? Because guess what? A robot don't get sick. A robot don't call in for work. A robot doesn't have a whole bunch of excuses. A robot works the same goddamn pace, possibly even faster if you tune that motherfucker up. Robot don't got no type of responsibilities or obligations or anything like that. Robot ain't got no headaches. Robot ain't got no stomach ache. Robot ain't got to go to the goddamn bathroom all the time. Robot ain't got to be on the phone all the time. You understand what I mean? People want production, man. If you're not productive, what the fuck are you on the team for? Yeah, robot don't got feelings. They do what they told. Or they just, like I told you, man, they like that, and everybody like, damn, we could get all this work done. We ain't got to worry about no crying ass employees. We ain't got to worry about no workers getting into it. This is a peaceful place. But guess what? Puts a lot of people at a disadvantage. Puts a lot of people out of a job and stuff. And you don't make it no better with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that is going on with the NBA. Straight to the point. I'm out.